Justice not just legal part 19 in audio. I don't understand, why did you all frame him then? It sounds as if you liked Kyle. We didn't frame him, we did like him and we still do. We all hope he is still alive. Why would you witness against him then? Max paid us $3,000 apiece, but it was not the money that bastard promised to snuff us out if we didn't witness. Max was paying Darcy $10,000 to witness. Amber looks as if she has seen a ghost. Terrell, you didn't. That was a terrible thing to do. I know, mother, I said this would upset you. We were scared. Max and his gang is a mean bunch and he has connections. He would like to see us all dead. He has to fear that someone might squeal on him. He cannot feel safe with any of us alive. Amber is very upset with Terrell and begins to ask him questions. What did you do with the money? What did you spend it on? I didn't spend it. As I said, it was not the money. I doubt that either of my friends spent theirs. Mother, you do a lot of things when you are scared that you would not do it otherwise. Mrs. Teal, Terrell is right. Please don't judge and criticize your son. None of us know what we would do until we are in that position and we are faced with it. Amber feels guilty. I am so sorry, Terrell. Sarah is right, I understand. Terrell looks at Sarah and speaks with a soft smile. You are truly a kind little girl. I have not touched that money since I hid it here in the house. It is like a bad disease. I was going to destroy it, but then I thought it might be a witness against the bastard someday. It will be a witness against him, Terrell. There were only $10,000 involved. Why would Max pay so much for to convict Kyle? Terrell enjoys little Sarah. She is a sharp one and she is just a little 7-year-old. She will not leave a stone unturned and she is as cute as any girl he has ever seen. Sarah, it was the gold. The elderly lady had an unknown amount of gold, that was all kept secret. It never hit the media. None of us framed Kyle. It was Max's hitmen. We were not the best behaved gang, but we would not do something like that, and certainly not to Kyle. We all respected Kyle. They claimed they had proof by some of Kyle's hair that they found, claimed they found his fingerprints too. I think Max paid off the investigators, or Max's thugs could have planted things from Kyle. Maybe it was both. Somehow they did plant that $100 bill on Kyle. He was really a great kid. His independent persona was most remarkable. He had loyalty. You could depend on what he told you, he would stick by it. No one wanted to be on his bad side either. We all called him the Drifter. It was not said in dishonor, but it was with respect. I think Kyle liked it. He did not like guns, but with his compound bow he could match anyone with a gun. Sarah looks at Terrell with a loving spirit. Terrell could feel it to the depth of his being. I hope you know how much I value your honesty. We will do all within our power to see that you are rewarded. We can give you protection from Max's hitmen and help you become very healthy. You will have no need to worry about Max and his hitmen anymore. Pepper Lace's great-grandfather has what we all call the secluded sanctuary. It would be very good for your problems. You will love it there, and Pepper Lace's great-grandfather is the nicest person you will ever meet. You would be safe there from Max's hitmen. Amber becomes very concerned. She doesn't want to be alone. She needs Terrell with her. Pepper Lace begins to communicate with her without speaking. You may come with Terrell. I can. That is right, it is not a problem. That would make me so happy. Terrell is looking at his mother. It is as if she is talking to herself, but she is looking at Pepper Lace. It's as if his mother were talking to Pepper Lace. Amber still feels a depression. She is concerned how she will manage all of this. You can just lock up the house and go with him. I can. You will love it there. That does sound great. Terrell becomes very concerned. Had his mother lost her mind? She is sitting there staring at Pepper Lace talking to herself. His mother is losing her mind. No, Terrell, your mother is okay. She has not lost her mind. Terrell turns to Pepper Lace. He is stunned. He had never even heard of such a thing, far be it to experience it, communicating with not a word spoken. These little girls must be angels from heaven, but he didn't believe in heaven or in angels. He was an atheist. He thought he was anyway. He could not make himself believe all of that religious stuff. It was all like believing there was a Santa Claus or a tooth fairy, and he knew that was not so. No, we are not angels. We must make our own heaven on earth, and people make their own hell. Amber has become upset and very confused. She has understood the communication between Pepper Lace and her son with no words spoken. She realizes how inconvenient it would be for someone knowing your thoughts. It would be devastating. Please, Pepper Lace, please be normal if you can. This is really upsetting me. It is so weird, it is haunting. Okay, I can be normal. Terrell gives Pepper Lace a big smile. I like it, Pepper Lace. I think it is so neat. Of course, mother, we had better be careful about what we think. That is, if Pepper Lace is going to listen in on our thoughts, we would not get by with lying. But I have no worries. I have been very honest with these sweet little girls. Sarah speaks, and she is very firm. We will have you taken to the secluded sanctuary in the near future. You will be safe. No one will know where you are. We will also find Darcy. When we find him, we can keep him safe from Max and his kind as well. I will level with you, Sarah. Darcy needed us to start the rumor that he is probably in some other country. Darcy has been a city kid, but he always admired Kyle. I think he took to the forest. He wanted to start a new life. Terrell, I will tell you something that should go no further. Terrell turns to his mother. He speaks very firm. Mother, this means no one, by all means, not those gossiping busybodies, so-called friends of yours. I really should not know. If it is very important, I would rather not know. I do have a problem. I will leave you three alone. I will go to my bedroom. I am not feeling well anyway. Sarah looks at Amber in kindness. I honor you, Mrs. Teal. What I have to say is only for your son anyway. Amber is soon on her way to her room. Terrell, I know this will make you happy. Kyle is alive and happy. He will be very grateful to you for what you are doing for him. Terrell doesn't shout. He whispers with excitement. Really? Have you seen him? Have you talked to him? No, my mother is with him. She says he is a very neat kid. He is certainly not a homo. He loves my mother very much. She has mutual feelings for him. It is hard to think of Kyle marrying an older woman. That is strange. Your mother is not married? Was she divorced? Is your father dead? How old is your mother? Guilt hits Terrell. It is very rude of him. He should not be prying into Sarah's life. I am so sorry, Sarah. That was very rude of me to pry into your private life. It is none of my affairs. That is okay, Terrell. You are one of my close friends now. Both of my parents were killed. I am adopted. My mother and her older sister raised me from 3 weeks old. Mother was 13 the 1st of July. Terrell is shocked. 13, really? That is neat. Your mother is a fortunate little girl. I can understand why Kyle is sweet on your mother. 13, and she is already a mother. She must be a neat little girl. From 3 weeks old she must be a kind and loving little girl. She is. I am the fortunate one. I have such a loving mother and loving aunt. Aunt Jane is really my mother as well. It is just a matter of legalities. Yes, you are a fortunate little girl, but you deserve it. Sarah, Darcy would be so happy to know that Kyle is alive and safe. When we find him, we will let him know. At the door at their departure, Sarah turns back to Terrell. Terrell, you do all you can to gain your health. You help others and you help save our planet. Our great creator will help you live a long, successful life. The great creator needs honest spirits like you. We need to turn this crazy society around. You would be a great person to work with. A long, successful life would be nice, but you have given me more life than I have ever had before, Sarah. You will be safe. You will be picked up this evening. We will see each other again soon, and I look forward to it. I hope your mother chooses to go with you. She will, Sarah. I know she will. I will see to that. It will be good for her to get away. She does not need her old cronies. She can very well do without their degrading influence. Will you mind? I would like to give you a hug. Will I mind? Terrell speaks not a word more. He picks Sarah up in his arms. Sarah's arms are around his neck. Sarah is held tight in his arms. They pour their love out to each other. It is a sensation that Terrell had never felt before. The love that he feels from this little girl pierces the depth of his being. Sarah is on her feet again and Pepper Lace feels herself being lifted. Terrell loves her as he had loved Sarah. Pepper Lace pours her love out to him. She also gets her point across again with no words. We both love you very much, but don't confuse love with sex. Love is true care. That is so true. I understand, Pepper Lace. He sees the little girls off, then he finds his mother. She is in her bedroom lying on her bed softly weeping. What is wrong, mother? Nothing, Terrell. I am a little confused, but I will work things out. Overall I am very happy. It has been so hard for me to deal with it. You have been sick and so unhappy for so long, but now it is all over. I think those two little girls are angels. No, mother, they are just little girls like you were some years back. I am no longer an atheist. Those little girls have changed my life, and they have contact with the spirit world. Mother, would you get up? I would like to give you a hug. You have been a great mother. I am very sorry for the grief I have caused you. Come, let me give you a hug. Then, let's get packed. We will be ready to go when they get here. Terrell and his mother are picked up that afternoon. They are taken to the secluded sanctuary. It is early the next morning and Pepper Lace and Sarah are at the Hamiltons' door. Mrs. Hamilton is a friendly lady. She is rather slim with blonde hair, fair complexion and blue eyes. You can tell that Lamar, her son, had features of his mother. Sarah had some pictures of both of the boys as well as pictures of their mothers. Sarah was not at the first interview, but she sneaked a secret camera in with Swan. Swan was not even aware of it. Pepper Lace and Sarah had studied the pictures. They could spot Lamar and Joel easily. Even in a crowd they would not have a problem. Sarah feels very lively. She speaks to Mrs. Hamilton with a smile. Good morning, Mrs. Hamilton. I am Sarah, and Pepper Lace here is my best friend. We would be most grateful if we could visit with Lamar. Or is he up yet? It is quite early. Mrs. Hamilton is shocked at first. She is without the wit to speak, then she finally is able to speak. He was up going long ago, but he is not home. He and his friend Joel goes to the ballpark first thing in the mornings. It is just down the street a few blocks. I am puzzled. I don't know either of you girls. I didn't know Lamar or Joel had any girlfriends. Sarah speaks in sincerity. It is with a loving smile. Lamar is a very nice boy, so is his friend Joel. Lamar would not knowingly keep that from you, Mrs. Hamilton. Well, you must know them quite well. Both of them are very well behaved boys. You girls are a bit young, but you are nice girls. You should have no problem finding them. Mrs. Hamilton, age does not limit a wonderful relationship. We are not speaking of marriage, you know. Wanda is stunned. Sarah's persona is exquisite. She is amazed at her age, and Wanda is very curious. Why is the little girl doing all the speaking? That is so true. You have a very good view of life, Sarah. Age truly does not limit a good relationship. With a cheerful smile, Sarah speaks her farewell. We are truly grateful. You are very kind, Mrs. Hamilton. We hope to see you again sometime soon. Yes, it would be a great pleasure. You girls are welcome anytime, and Lamar's friends are always welcome in our home. The little girls turn and walk back out to the street. Their transportation had dropped them off and left, so it will be a nice little walk to the ballpark. The girls find the boys alone in the ballpark. Joel is pitching and Lamar is catching. Joel is some smaller than Lamar. Joel is only 13 and Lamar is 14. Joel has black hair. He has some Italian blood. His skin tone is a very light tan. Both are nice looking boys. Lamar is blonde, fair complexion, and blue eyes. Sarah and Pepper Lace go up to the top of the bleachers. The girls sit watching the boys. Joel had noticed the girls when they approached the bleachers. Lamar had not noticed the girls as he is facing Joel and the girls are behind Lamar. Joel pitches 2 or 3 good balls, then Joel motions for Lamar to come to him. Lamar slowly walks over to Joel and Joel speaks to Lamar. It is in a very soft tone.